everybody, welcome back to the Prelog scene. And I must say, it's been quite a ride for today. I have been traveling a little bit long, and well, that also explains me why I actually had to re-edit in the time of streaming. I hope it was not a little bit too confused. But yeah, I have been working during the holidays. It's of course not as much as it used to be because I also had a lot of things going on, like attending to parties or whatever I'm normally doing. I had some good food though. It was great. It was great. So yeah, I colored in the windows. I create the coloring of the scene. And what I'm gonna be doing today is probably gonna be not as much as it used to be, but I'm gonna be just doing it because I need to do it. Otherwise, things won't go into a scheduled day. In most cases, I always have like trouble with like, yes, I have not put into my schedule, therefore I am totally screwed. But yep, jeez, Louise, oh man, epileptic. Uck, 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 hat. Okay. You don't have to start off with a big giant gaping of a goldfish. Thank you. All right. So yeah, I have been a little bit overwhelmed about everything I did today, but should be all fine. Hopefully, let's hope. And what I'm going to be doing today is actually making the drawing, or at least, the sketching and then the line art for it, or at least, a bit of the line art already for it, to get the basic lines of the back section. So what I'm going to be doing today is that, and then, we have almost everything done. So after this drawing is done, so after this whole drawing is done, we are at the point where we only have to do the lighting, and then we can start finally drawing in the characters. So then we can create the characters for the pop-up window. So no further ado, let's get started. So I'm gonna be using the normal picture that I had, like always had, the normal picture of 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 a throne room. I believe it's the from Elizabeth, but I don't care really. I don't really care about that at all. What I care about is that I actually use the idea of what I have. So I'm gonna be drawing on this to sketch a bit, and then move myself upwards. So this, for instance, is a lovely little bracelet that I can do like that, and then have like interesting. So I have this again. So that's what it actually should be. So if that is the pillar, then I don't want the pillar to be there. I actually want to have, just casual drawing in there. So how does this look like? It looks like it's gonna be like this. So we have multiple of this, and then we have what is it? Light drawing of that, like so. I'm just using the pink just to differentiate between the colors. It helps me a lot. And then we have like this kind of idea, right? Yes, like that. So it's gonna be. I need to make sure that I do it rightfully, but can I put a same line on it? Would be better. So, boop, boop. Then erasing this bit right here. So what I'm doing now is actually, creating the line that we need in total. Alright. Now let's take a look at the other side. Is this symmetric? Yes, it is. Good. So what I want to do here is create the same lines. No, I do need to switch it up. I don't have to. I can actually do it. It's just that I need to make different drawings on top of them. So like that. So one more. One more. One more. One more. Oh, So one more, and then we need to get. Now we need to get this one up and running like that. This one up and running like that. Oop. All right. That will work, but then I need to also change up these lines because I don't have like brick scheduled like. Should be fine, but it's always a very difficult thing to do. There. And if we have it there, we can change it up like this. And then change it up like. I believe like so, right? Yes. And then we have like a different lineup of lines. Good. Then we also have this bit right here, which is the bit that is more important, which is actually the window ceiling. So we're going to do that as well. Gonna draw in the window. It's again the same kind of window, right? No, not really. Not all the way down, but it is almost the same kind of window. The only difference is that we now have literally the line again. So we could technically go for the same idea. It would be actually not bad. Let's see how that works. Alright, that works like that. Good. So we have like a line. Ok. So we have multiple lines then, like one line like so. And then I believe it is going to be like this. But after that, we need to be making sure that we have this again. So we have now this, yes. Alright, now we have this, and then it's going to be the most difficult part, which is going to be like. How does this all work? I divided it, right? Yes, I did divide it, but I had made it like random lines. Alright, I'm gonna do that then. But keep within the skill of the drawing. Alright. Then we have this until there. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can do that. Like so, and then that should be correctly placed. Alright, and now we are almost at the side part. Like so. Now we need to make sure that we have this right there. And now we can actually do this. Yeah, like that. Alright. Now we have this. We can add a lovely gem right there. And now we need to have the big gem as well. So this is gonna be like a big chunky thing. No, not like that. Like this, and then go upwards, and then up, up, like so, right? Do I like this idea? Yes, I do. I do like it. Good. Now we're gonna go here, put this back in, and then we're gonna switch to black. And we're gonna now do the thingy, right? So I want to do this on two different lines so that I have this in a different layer. Would that be the smartest move? Yes, it would actually be. Alright, yes. Alright. Because it's oh, hold up. I spotted here something that's problematic. The problem here is that I need to make sure that I do this correctly. So if I don't, I need to make sure that I press this not too harsh. And I need to do it in the way of how I wanted to do it, yes. So we want this to be like that. Do I then want to actually have 3.6? Do I then want to have 5? No, I actually want to have 3.6 for this. Because the line size is actually then too big if it's not correctly placed. And then we're gonna go here. Yes. There you go. Alright. Now we actually have something decent to look at. Good. We now can move on to creating the last bits, which is this one right here. Needs to be drawn in, and oh boy, I didn't do this on the same oh, I did. Good. I was almost certain I screwed it up with the symmetry, because this is actually quite important to create the perspective on it. Like, normally I would not do symmetry, but in this case, yes. But then when I'm going to these things, hell no. That's how it works. Alright. Now we can get this one like so. And then this one like so. Okay. Yes, that would be doable. All right. And now the question is, where do I go from here? Well, we have this part right here that needs to be drawn in, and then this part right there that needs to be drawn in, and then this part right there that needs to be drawn in. Okay. Now we're gonna go here, do this one. I could also do that, yeah. Just remove the mirroring once I start in the texture of the once I start in the original thing. And I think that would be a smart move. Just to prevent certain things from happening. Alright. And now we need to actually... Do we need to conquest now? No, not on this side. We can keep on with the mirroring until we are almost at the point where we finish it. Probably not in this section right there. I don't want to have it. Alright. Now we need to quit the mirroring. Otherwise things will go very nasty for me later. Down the line. Jeez. 50? Oh hell no. It's not gonna be working here. Alright. Really? Alright. Now we are almost there. Alright. Now we have done that. Do I want to add anything else to these things? No, I actually don't need to. Sweet. I can just now continue working on the thing that needs to be below it. Alright, cool. And I will do that. And then, you know, we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna continue. How thick does it need to be? Alright, it needs to be that thick. So lines like this. Oh, this is gonna be taking ages, but I think I will manage it. The good thing about this is that, you know, it will create a very good character in the background. Alright, that's one gun. That's one part, and now we can add in the lines. Let's see, it's a brick structure, right? Yeah, it's a brick structure, so nothing out of the ordinary, just, you know, bricks. Boop, boop. I must say though, I actually did a lot of cycling today with a regular bike, and I went 50 kilometers, which is quite a lot. Luckily for me though, it was not raining. Oh, that would have been sucking so hard. But alright. So after I went with the bike, I actually went on the train and I visited my old school, and it was not open. And I thought like, all right, I can just go to there and then, you know, have a little chit chat with the teachers. And I was like, and it's closed. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's holiday. Oh well, silly me. But though it does look pretty on the outside, it's far more. A lot of things have changed. The layout is still the same, but the presentation in the front at the front desk is actually increased. So I imagine they actually had a lot of customers, which is nice. And it's always good to have, you know, these. Oh, I didn't draw a fully straight line. Phew. That's gonna leave me. That's gonna mark me. But yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy I did this. It was very refreshing. And the good thing about it is that I actually had a lot of joy with it. I finally managed to, go to one of the stations, to one of the train stations that I normally just get, that I normally don't think about. Like, well, that's just a train station. And now I think about it like, it's the train station. That is very annoying to get to. Great. Thank God there is a fucking train for it. Jeez. Uh, the main problem with getting to the train station is that it's not a very straightforward station to go to. You cannot just, follow the highway and be like, yes, I can just bike it there and then, continue. No, 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 that's against the rules. So yeah, for the rest, it was actually quite. For the rest, I actually did quite well with it. It's just that it's oh Jesus. Why do I always screw up one line? Try to do my very best here to create very thin lines, and then suddenly sometimes it's like, oh, here's I have a thick line or a very, very, very small one. I'm like, thanks. It's not that I wanted it, but I do want this to be this. This one right here is a very nasty bugger. I don't like it when I draw a line and then suddenly the line is not there. Alright, now we can continue this so-called brick structure. Well, technically it is a brick structure. It's just very... It's a very hard one to do this so-called brick structure most of the time, because you need to put the lines exactly where you need to put them. Otherwise, you don't have harmony into it, and then the drawing will not look nice. It will be flawed. That's why I always take the time on these things. It's always nice to do, and it's always good to have. I'm also very motivated to continue tomorrow, so probably expect a lot of work to be done, line art and all that stuff. So probably gonna be like, oh yeah, we only need to do the coloring now. It's like a surprise. I'm working over hours here, so yeah, surprise there. Well, it's no surprise at all that I'm actually doing it well beyond my capabilities. And after this, after this part, I will start drawing on the stones, this one right here, the big stones, and then after that, I will be getting the windows done, and then we only have to do the lighting, and I'm done with that whole Prelog background. No, I can focus on drawing the characters inside of it. Probably first gonna be doing the character design, or do I want to actually do the first characters in it? That's evil. That's evil. I drew a line that was way too thick, but if I draw the other line, I also get a way too thick line. No, it happens, it happens. It's just a very shame that these lines exist. It's always so nasty to realize, like, yes, I had these perfect lines, and then suddenly, surprise, no perfect line for you. And then I'm like, my hand let me down. Oh well, I will get better at it. Drawing perfect lines is not my best forte, definitely not, but it does get better over time. The more you do it, at least, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. Also, this bit right here bothers me so much. There you go, it's gone. Little, I drew the line a little bit too long. And the more I do this, the more better I get at it. So now we're only doing this, and then you can see once I'm done with this, we'll get the same effect of this. But it's more bigger though, so it's like a very pristine building. Let's say the least upon that. Alright. Building 1. No, I don't need another color. Alright. Of course, this is not the perfect time to stream. Definitely not. 10 o'clock, it's like, ooh, it's a little bit late. Yes, indeed. It's one of those times that you realize, like, yes, I came home late. No worries, though. I had my dinner afterwards, so no worries there. Also, getting, also, I did a lot of thinking what I would eat tomorrow, and I was like, I could just do that or this, but I think I will go back to the old-fashioned thing. And that is just, meat, stew meat with rice and some, how do you say that? Champignons, right? It's the same. Mushrooms, there you go. Mushrooms. It's one of those words that I never get right. It's like, yes, that word that everybody uses in my country. And it's like, yes, the word that I'm using in my country is not the same word as the goddamn word that everybody uses here on the internet or whatever. It's not a global language. It's like, it's French for shroom. Yes, it's French for shroom, but the shroom thing, it's mushroom is not the word for it that we're using. We actually use different words for it, and it's actually quite funny. It's like, all right, we have the French word, we have the Dutch word, and I think even you had the fucking German word for it even as well. So I'm like, yes, 3 languages that you need to take care of. 3 languages that you don't care about, but you need to make sure that you are using the right pronunciation for every single one of them. Great! Never amazed me to see that, the language that I'm normally using is big time hell no. Like, yes, you're speaking this language that nobody understands because it has too much of every single language that we know. Oh well, better just talking and better talk it, better keep on speaking it to strangers to confuse them on where they need to go instead of, using the regular language. But it's good, it's good to have that language. It's very fun. It's very understandable. Like, yes. 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 All right, good. I was confused if I didn't do it right. I was confused that I might have fucked it over. Don't want that to happen, of course, because if I fuck it over, I cannot do it again. The good thing about it is, if I do this the way I think it would be going. It's not fully correct. Oh well. I cannot be bothered about that. No, I can be bothered by it, but it's so not good for me to have that problem. Because this one right here, if I drew the line, it's gonna be like here. And that would be then the right one. Alright, back to doing the thingy. Back to doing the thingy that's called drawing goddamn bricks. And every brick is important, It's very important to have these little, hooks and crannies everywhere. Of course, I'm not the master of building bricks, but I sure get a little bit more handy at it. I really like that I'm trying to do my very best upon drawing these goddamn bricks, and, it's getting pretty well. If you look at this right now, it's like, yes, that looks great. Yes, indeed. It's not shaded, but it looks great. It looks like a very nice, how do you say that? It looks very, gentle. The texture upon itself, it's very gentle to the eye, so it's understandable. Like, yes, you're building bricks upon it. You're stacking the bricks, and therefore, you get the drawing that you need. Of course, it's not fully finished because we need to have like big giant stone slabs that is gonna be, in the background. Of course, these stone slabs, though. However, these stone slabs, what I could do is creating these stone slabs that I have right here. But then, what I need to do then is create these stone slabs right here, and then, look around like, how do I implement these stone slabs in here without ruining the line that I need to follow, the amount, how do you say that? Proportion, yes. the proportion I need to follow. That's the thing that I need to follow. So therefore, I need to go for that. Because I'm actually only using the image to follow the proportions of the way of how the shapes work. And then use the shapes to create the drawing itself. Of course, I am implementing most of it, like, from flat. It's a very unclear image, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just using the back. I'm using very regular drawing shaping. That's what I'm doing. I'm following the shape so that the proportions are right, because I'm not very good at structures. Yes. It's very important to use images it's very important to use images in a way to learn from it and get better at it. Of course, I cannot make it up like on the fly, because then the proportions will be off the limit, and then, we have like maybe 2 years of working on a goddamn drawing. That would be horrible, because, then that would not be very productive. It's very important that you are learning. It's also very important that you're not copying it. Therefore, just keeping up with the base, just keeping the shapes up, and use those shapes to create an interesting texture, or, development of the texture. I should have maybe mirrored it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Technically, it doesn't matter, because I can actually, skip to the other parts. Yeah. It doesn't matter too much. Thank fucking God. Alright. This one. This one. This one right now. Now we have all the lines we need. Alright. It was a close bugger. Of course, it's not fully correctly, but it will get us through the night. Definitely. There we go. Whew. Alright. Now that we have done that, we can now move on to the next part, which is continuing doing the bricks. Keep up with the lines, making sure that the lines are nicely drawn out. Oh. See that I'm drifting here. Alright, now we need to do this bit where we have straight lines. Because it's too much of a space, and I cannot have that. There you go. And straight lines are very hard to draw normally, so I prefer to... Oh my god, this is horrible. Okay. Oh, that's so not okay. Yes. Need to twist this one. Otherwise we're gonna have a lot of talking here. As you can see now, I can just, follow the other lines. That's the nice thing about this. All right, good. Double checking here. That is gonna be the. Where's the midsection of? Where's the midsection again? Midsection is right over there, right? Yes, the midsection is right over there. So this is the midsection. So we need to only draw here, 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 and here. Then we are there, there, and then we can move on. Yes. Now we need to make sure that we're drawing here correctly. So one down, one down, one down. And then here, here, here. Now it's just, some kind of Tetris. But it's great. It's very satisfying to, draw lines. Especially if you need to draw them straight up. Of course, not every line can be perfect. That's the main problem I always have with these things. But at least, it will cause some effect of, brick effect, which is good enough. The more I do this, the better I get at it anyway. So that's always good. There you go. Alright. Alright. There you go. Now I can actually do this. And this one right here needs to be changed. Yes. Now if I zoom out, it will be working fine. Yes, it does. Alright, good. It's not fully lined up properly, but yes. The bottom half is not very angled right, but the top part is. Okay. Understandable. I was never good with it anyway. Drawing straight lines is not my forte in most cases. Oh my god. Jesus. Yep. Drawing straight lines is not my forte at all. Alright. Now I can move. 1, 2, 3. To tick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, that's as doable as I can get it. There you go. And now we're almost there. So now I can continue here. God damn it. It's so hard to always do the right judging up on what kind of lines we have. Alright, now we can look at this and see how this goes. That looks not bad. It's a little bit on the sideline, but we can work with this and we can actually add in these things. Yes, we can add them up. Alright, this bit right now. Now the question is, do I want to leave it here for today? Well, yes, because I'm actually quite tired. Biking 50 kilometers was not a good idea, but it was a very healthy idea at least. And you know, I got everywhere. I got some food out of it. I actually had some lovely conversation with a girl, and I tried to win. I tried to win against a crane machine, which actually worked pretty well. I didn't win, but I got so close. And it was very excited to look like it. It took it, and then I was like, "Oh, it's working! It's working! It's working!" And then it didn't work, and I was like, "No!" So close because it was literally almost at the end of the winning circle. Oh well, it happens. Yeah, I think I will leave it here, and thank you all for watching. I hope. I hope you all have enjoyed for today, and let's hope tomorrow I will be less of a shipwreck, and I hope tomorrow I will be able to provide you with some nice looking drawing that is almost halfway done. So, until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and